Hi guys, it's me again. Today I would like to talk to you about the cinema. Now, last year I went to the cinema 58 times with the missus. It's a personal record for me, and I've got some unique experiences. Sorry, I could hear my brother laughing outside, so I thought he was laughing at me. But anyway, I've had some unique experiences at the cinema. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the actual films. Oh no, 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 no. Today, I'm going to tell you about the stupid people, or rather me, or a bit of both. So the first story involves being at the cinema and watching Blades of Glory. I didn't want to go see the film at first because I thought it looked a bit crap. But it was actually, not a bad film. And anyway, I sat through this film and I kept hearing, and I'm thinking, you friggin' teenagers, I am going to kick your ass if you don't shut up. Anyway, all throughout the film I'm saying, I'm going to get up there and I'm going to smack him or something. And the missus is like, don't, they're only kids. What if they're special? And I'm like, whatever. Anyway, the lights came up, I turned around in anger, and yeah, it was the special group. Must have been on a day out or something, so I felt quite bad. So the second story was at the cinema, and there's some sort of advert on, like the crappy adverts before the actual film starts. They say the film is going to start at 6 o'clock, but it doesn't, does it? The adverts start at 6 o'clock, and then at 6:10, then the adverts for the films come out. So, it's a bit of a jip, I think. So, yeah, I saw an advert, and it was, I don't know, some watch advert, and basically it leads to believe that there's two men and two women, and the man is going to meet up with the woman, both occasions. And it turns out that the two men embrace and the two women embrace, and of course it does a close-up of the two men kissing, and it's like, not a problem with that, my brother's gay, not a problem. And some kid shouts out, I want to see the girls, or something like that, and I suddenly thought, you know what, he raises a valid point. Not that I'm like big on lesbians or anything like that, or I'm a male chauvinist or anything, but it just goes to show, right, that if they'd shown the lesbians, it'd be like, oh look, they're showing the lesbians, look, they're trying to be all sexual, and it's like, no, it's much more daring to show the men, and it's like, not everyone wants to see that sort of thing, whether it's a man or a woman, so, why even bother in the first place? Okay, so the third story is the best one, by far. Mike, turn away now, because this is going to be in the best man speech that I'm going to give at your wedding later on this year. So, we'll go to the some food. There's a group of us, there's 6 of us, and we've had a really good time. I've gone and bought some Transformers t-shirts because we're going to see Transformers. I even bought some little bitty Transformers as well, so we're all playing with them and whatever. It's a chance to be a big kid again. After all, it was Transformers on at the big screen, and we go to the, we already booked our tickets, and we walk in, and the women's toilets is closed. Now, that means that now the men's toilets has become the women's toilets, and the disabled toilets are now the men's toilets. So, me and Mike, as I've said, we're in the queue, ready for the toilet, and I says to him, tell me more about this prequel book, because he's just previously read the prequel book to Transformers the movie, because he'd sort of said, oh, I'll tell you about it later, so I brought up the question, what was the book like? So he says, oh yeah, it's pretty good, they make a spaceship or some bollocks, and they go up into space, and this is human, by the way, and I don't know, they have some sort of like faster than light thing, and of course it alerts the Decepticons, hence the story in the film. Anyway, all of a sudden this guy says, excuse me guys, I'm not being funny, right? Why do they always say I'm not being funny, right? Because they clearly are. But he says, I'm not being funny, right, but we're just about to go that film, I don't want to know the plot. And I says, we're talking about the prequel book, and he went, I'm so sorry. And so I just turned to Mike, blatantly obvious that he's still there, and I went, if someone's going to eavesdrop properly, you know what I mean? So anyway, we went for a whiz, separately of course, and got into the cinema with our popcorn and our drinks, and lo and behold, Mr. Excuse me, I'm not being funny, right, he's sat in front of us. So I turn to the missus and the other missuses that are in tow, and I tell the whole story about how this guy was an absolute dick, and you see him slinking into his seat, so don't mess with me. The fourth story, now this isn't as funny as number 3, but I went in to watch I Am Legend. It was the last film I saw of 2007. Anyway, the film had just started, maybe 1 or 2 minutes into it, and all of a sudden I hear these people walking behind me and I'm thinking, fucking hell, talk about stragglers, you know. Anyway, they start talking, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, you know, sorry about my language, but, you know, shut up. And anyway, next thing, I get a tap on my shoulder. I turn round, and it's my friend Laura, and I'm like, oh, it's you, okay, no problem. So the next film I'm going to see is Cloverfield, which will be the 4th film I've seen in 2008. Don't think I'll be able to smash my record of 58 films of 2007, but, you know, I'll give it a good go. I'm really looking forward to it, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I love Lost. That's starting again in America on Thursday, on the UK cinema, UK TV, on, Sunday I think it is. In fact, I'm having a bit of a Lost party at my friend's house. We're going to watch my personal favourite selection of Series 3 episodes, but, you know, that's a story for another day. So, thanks for watching. Oh, and let me know what you think, but I think my next video is going to be about geeks, because, you know, I'm a big geek. And misconceptions about comic books and films. So, you know, it's a bit of a fest, but, you know, if you like it, watch it. If you don't, fuck off. See you later.